BTR's Elite Partners podcast and blog series, where we invite our elite partners to share what they're doing with technology and benefits. My name is Holly Brummett. I'm co-host of the series, and I'm also the business development coordinator for BTR. And with me is my co-host, Therese Tomasek. Hey, Therese.
Hey, Holly. As Holly mentioned, I'm Therese Tomasek. I am the Consulting's Operations and Vendor Manager for BTR. And we are so excited to bring awareness to the market about our elite carrier and vendor partners.
Yeah, we definitely are. Our elite partnerships with the vendors and carriers featured in this podcast series maximize benefit and value employers experience with their technology and communication needs. BTR has been referred to as the gold standard for HR technology and communications because our service model includes personalized consulting and expert deployment services for HR technologies in the market, as well as employee-facing technical support and benefits education with licensed salaried specialists. That's so exciting. Our elite partnerships are key to employer success and savings. And let me tell you, we have been having a great time with this series.
Yeah, we sure are. We're extremely excited to launch this new series. I'd like to add that, we formulated these elite partnerships to help employers and employees and all types of industries across US and HR technology. And because employee benefits can oftentimes be complicated, we really aim to simplify and improve the experience with creative and customized solutions for employers everywhere. And we're extremely proud of the Elite Partners program that we have at BTR. And today we are proud to feature Guardian on our podcast.
Oh my gosh, Guardian was just such a hoot to have on the podcast today. Sarah, one of the people you'll see in the podcast, her cat made an appearance, which was super cute. Mm-hmm. and we got to see them geek out about some of their favorite topics. So it's been really wonderful to have Guardian with us today. So let's get into it.
All right. So we have with us today Maisha Lamison and Sarah Oliver with Guardian. Will you two ladies please introduce yourself and what you do?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I am Maisha Lamison, and I am the API Partner Development Leader here at Guardian. And that just means that I work really closely with our internal teams to develop our roadmap and determine what vendors really kind of fit in that API roadmap.
And I'm Sarah Oliver, and I lead the enrollment and technology strategy and execution team here at Guardian. And that means that I think all day long about how to engage employees and how to get benefits in the hands of employees in a way that meets them exactly where they are. And I get to have conversations like this with very cool technology people. And I'm very excited to be here.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both for joining us today. And thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about what you do with Guardian. So one of the things we get questions about over and over again is, what are your partners good at? So would you please share, what is Guardian really good at? What's your claim to fame? What's your niche?
Yes, great question. So Guardian, we've been around for 160 years. So we have refined the mission, and one of the things I think that makes us unique is that we have a very broad offer when it comes to the group benefit space. So we have proactive, comprehensive solutions that are aimed to solve for overall holistic wellness, emotional, mental, physical, and financial well-being is we refer to it as mind, body, wallet. We are very modern with our processes, and we have great partnerships to allow us to have intuitive tools that simplify the benefit management and utilization for our clients.
I like that mind, body, wallet concept. That's a really unique way to look at the total wellness of a person. That's really neat. As we look at the market of employee benefits, we see a lot of tech players in the space. How are you using technology to stay competitive? What's big and exciting for Guardian right now in that way?
Maisha, I feel like that one's all you.
Oh, I'll take it for sure. What we really pride ourselves at Guardian is being a leader in the technology space with regards to APIs. We have built a very exciting API program we call Guardian Access, and that program is really pre-developed APIs that allow us to connect with partners a lot quicker than other carriers on the market. So with that, really what's big and exciting is not only are we focused on helping the benefits administration process be a lot quicker and smoother, more accurate, but we're really trying to look at the overall ecosystem that's affecting brokers as well as clients and how we can build that connectivity with multiple systems outside of just benefits administration. So that's what we're really focused on today.
What integration and innovation opportunities are you seeing?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, because I think that's a great one for you, actually.
Yeah. So one of the innovation opportunities that I think is amazing for our industry and for Guardian specifically is connectivity across benefits. So a lot of folks that don't live in the insurance space, they aren't of our industry, they might ask questions like, well, wait a minute, why do my teeth and my eyeballs have different insurance? So bringing those pieces together and thinking about a whole person and then administering on behalf of that whole person is something that is a huge opportunity. There's medical data out there that that can suggest connectivity across other product lines, and really the individual person, if they're using their insurance, we're happy because we want them to use the products and we want them to get value from the products that they purchase, but also they're probably not having the best day of their life. So the more that we can connect and simplify on behalf of the employee. So with all of that said, I think it's really exciting to think about the connectivity that we can build across the products. Supplemental health at time of claim, being able to process that based on medical information, to make things super easy and be able to take a look at all of the benefits and the financial support that can be provided. Just one claim form, and then all of the products would be able to be leveraged if they apply to the scenario. So I think that connecting across all products to for the betterment of the human experience would be the biggest opportunity I can think of right now.
That's great. It's really important that, as you said, customers take full advantage of your solutions. You make sure that you're simplifying their access. What can you share a little more about, the modern processes and tools that you're using to ensure that you're simplifying access management and people are taking full advantage of what you have to offer?
Yeah, Maisha, I this is probably a great one for you, but I have one thought about just about being able to take advantage. So part of being able to take advantage is even knowing that the products are being made available to you, which gets into the space of enrollment, which may or may not be my favorite thing to talk about. We have a partnership with Naya Health as an example of innovation and making things easy and allowing folks to really maximize what's being made available to them. So what Naya does is Naya provides decision support at point of enrollment. There's lots on the market for digital decision support, but what they've done, which I'm really impressed with, is they've taken a little bit more of a data-centric view into how employees consume care, what their financial wellness really looks like, and making a recommendation based on that. And it's super easy. It's super approachable. It's really very easy to use. It takes 8 minutes-ish. So what that does is allows folks to understand these are the benefits that are being made available to me by my employer. And now I understand what hospital indemnity even means as a result of getting this education. And I know that it's something that would be helpful for my overall financial wellness. So that's something like the utilization after the fact once they've opted in is another whole subject that's super exciting. But getting them to a place where they understand that's available this is amazing.
Thanks for sharing about that, Sarah. What kind of work strategies are you seeing? Oh, there's the cat. It's gonna pop up.
I'm playing with my hair clip, which I know better than to be playing with things while he's in sight. So I'll hand that over and he'll go away.
What kind of work strategies are you seeing employers for a lot of your employers that you work with? Are there a lot of work from home remote opportunities? Is there a lot of manufacturing? Who do you see is implementing some of these strategies?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for everybody. I think it's we're seeing that, post-pandemic and, even before it was trending this way, I think folks really appreciate the work-life balance when you can work a part of the time at home or all of the time at home. And, I'm here in sunny Cumberland, Maine. I work for a New York-based company, and it's great. So I'm seeing a lot of employers that either as a result of the pandemic and then having it kind of continue on, there are folks all over the place, and technology is really the only tie that binds when it comes to administering the products that we sell, which is amazing. I do think it was trending that way already, and it's across industries. So I'm finding that the technology in terms of the way that people are able to do their jobs. So companies leveraging technology for their business processes, even that expanded as well. So folks are really able to work from wherever, which is cool. And then, so we've really leaned in, obviously, with our longstanding partnership with all of you, and just with technology in general to just meet them wherever they are. If they're in Maine, or I think Maisha, you're in California.
Yep.
We're all here on the same call.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what employers are having to do. So I'll just add to that and say that, it became more important for companies to administer and manage their employees via technology because they didn't have, the luxury of being able to hand them something, for example. So it definitely made a lot of companies change their strategies and, or adopt technology, look at, bigger systems that could manage their employees as a whole. And that's where we've kind of taken advantage of, knowing that and going to the vendors that we know have those type of systems to build that connectivity with.
Yeah, kind of on that point of connectivity, Maisha, will you talk a little bit more about some of the APIs you have out there?
Yeah, absolutely. So the APIs we have, and just for some clarity to make sure everybody understands really what API is.
Yeah.
It's more than anything, it's a way for information to be transmitted electronically. So instead of the traditional, what we called EDI process that required really long files, CSV files, Excel files, for information to be transferred to carriers, instead of that now, its systems are talking to each other through code. So that's what APIs are. And what we've managed to do is to build out 4 key APIs at this point. And that would be EOI API, so evidence of insurability. And this has really become very important, especially at this time. Employees really understand more and more the importance of supplemental health benefits and really being able to ensure they have the coverage that they need, maybe even more than what's just offered to them at the employer level. So that's where EOI API comes in handy. They can really just simply answer the questions for additional coverage right in the system. Doesn't require them to fill out a form, go anywhere else, and they can actually get an instant decision. So that's a really key API that has allowed, like I said, supplemental health to really grow. From an employer level, they can offer the coverage and more employees are taking it because of these types of tools being offered. Plan level API is just allowing us to send an API to the benefits administration system and stand the plan up. So that's really essential because it takes away the administration on either the broker or the employer side for them having to go into the system, configure the plans, making sure the details match how the plan was sold, things of that nature. So it's a time saver. A member API, which is really what I always call the meat of the APIs because it transmits all of the eligibility information. So once an employee goes into the system, elects their benefits, that information is transmitted electronically instantly. They're enrolled quicker. If there's benefit cards, for example, they get those quicker. So it really allows them to have the benefits they need, immediately and feel assured that they can go to the doctor, their information's in the system. And then the last one is provider directory. And that is they can just simply stay in their benefits administration system and actually look for a provider right there. Again, not having to go to another website, enter, what plan do you have so that we can figure out what doctors. Instead, they can just do it right in the system. And it really allows employees to find, the providers they need, get the medical or the health care that they need. And then from there, just again, utilizing the benefits, because we do see a lot of times that employees don't necessarily utilize the benefits because they don't know how to, or they don't know where to go. So these are key APIs that really allow us to, what I say, enhance the overall employee experience in terms of electing their benefits. And we're currently working with, we've got a handful, so we're probably at about 15 now in terms of vendors that we're working with to build out these APIs. Again, our program is called Guardian Access, and we have a website that we can refer to at the end that people can go and see who we're working with, what APIs we have, and what our roadmap looks like.
Can you share a little bit about that roadmap?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, let's talk about, just really kind of some of the big players really quick. ADP is one that we're really proud of. So we're working with ADP on Workforce Now. Tends to be what I would say probably is the most widely used system in ADP, and covers, employees from 100 up to thousands. With Workforce Now, we have member level and plan level APIs actually available. It's a limited product offering, but at this point, we're really just trying to test, customers on it, really see how it works, and then we're going to release it at a larger scale, probably by the end of this year.
That's exciting.
Yes, it's very exciting. One we just released that we're super excited about, our test client was actually Guardian, is Workday. So we have EOI API with Workday. And again, Guardian uses Workday. So we were our test client, which was great to really be able to see, how the functionality will work and how it makes a better experience overall for employees. So really excited about that one. And we are working to release other APIs with Workday later this year.
Awesome.
Great.
And Sarah, I didn't want to ignore your mic drop. That was pretty epic.
Oh, well, I mean, I could just sit and listen to Maisha talk about all this stuff all day long. It's so exciting. I'm so I feel so lucky to be part of the team. They've done amazing work.
Right. Yeah. You guys are an awesome partner of BTR. So we're really excited for everything you have going on too.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, no, you're a great partner as well. And it's important to definitely mention we have, what I would say mutual systems, right? That are clients that are on, and you are essential in helping, make the implementation experience so much better, for our clients. And I think that's important to point out. And especially with systems that we have APIs with, it only makes your jobs that much easier, I know. So you are a great partner for sure.
Yeah, you don't know how many prospects we have come through the door who say, I've been trying to get X system up for 6 months and they still aren't close to being done. And we're like, let me help you out. So it's really exciting to have great partners in the market like Guardian to facilitate it and to make sure that it's a great experience for employers, because really it is about employers and employees. It's about
Absolutely.
their bottom line, their experience, and their day-to-day, making their job not a headache, right? And
Exactly.
we need them to be able to make everything we got going on in this country work, right? So
You got
really,
it.
really excited. Anything else from the Guardian team that you want to highlight while we have time together today?
One thing that I would share when I think about the enrollment space and decision support in general is that we have multiple partnerships together. So another way that we're able to access a lot of employees at our employers is by partnering with great enrollment firms, and ones that are innovative, ones that are run a tight ship and are able to serve clients that make up all kinds of different demographic splits. So say, for example, a grocery store chain that has multiple locations and they want to have somebody come in and speak to their folks. That's still humans are social creatures. The technology is wonderful, but oftentimes employers still are either making a significant change, have some additional work to do, like capturing dependent information, and they want to have a really full service enrollment. And so like iBenefits, for example, is one of our key partners. And we've worked with them for years. They're the top of our list from our preferred partner program. And so that's another great way that we aim to meet employers where they are and help their employees through the point of enrollment. One of the cool things that we're doing now that you all are together is that we've been working on data integrity, because right now a lot of technology was stood up very, very quickly, and it's a really good time to go back and make sure that the dependent information is right, beneficiary audits, collecting emergency contact information. All of those things can be done to really maximize value for the HR team at point of enrollment. And so I love the partnership that you all have, and it's just another great set of resources that we have available to us.
Yeah, iBenefit has been a wonderful partner.
They're amazing.
We are so excited to have them on board with what we're doing at BTR, and to be able to do the things that they do as well. And yeah, it's been a winning combination for a lot of our clients.
I was so thrilled to read about it.
And it also brings a level of more personability in terms of, having somebody there to help you through your benefits enrollment, kind of help guide you. A decision support tool is great, but it's also nice to have that one-on-one person you can go to and talk to.
Yes. Yeah.
People
absolutely.
still need that personal touch. Not everybody is technology savvy and comfortable also, so it's amazing, to have that still.
Well, there's multiple generations in the workforce now,
Yes.
and not everybody is comfortable with that, like you said. So,
oh yeah, that goes across the spectrum. Now, I won't geek out. I love talking about generational studies in the workplace. So I'll keep it brief.
Geek out.
I know, right?
But like,
I love to hear when she says that. I love it.
She's like, oh no, not again. But so the Gen Z is up to age 24 right now, and like those folks are making benefit decisions. I have 3 kids that are Gen Z, and their immediate response to anything like that is to ask mom, ask dad. So there's a whole generation of folks that, while they are technology native, fluent's not even the word, like they grew up on technology, they still need a person to talk to, because unless they're going to call their parents, which is what the inclination is. So it's not only just the folks at the upper end, like I fall into Gen X, so like my generation would be more likely to prefer one-to-one versus technology perhaps, but it's even with a younger generation, like they can submit their choices very expertly on technology, but all of these words and all of these solutions are foreign to them, and their inclination is to ask a parent. So we might not have their parents, but we can have our parents as a benefit counselor just to help with that.
Yeah,
I have kids, and they're in their upper 20s. And they literally just send their info to me. That's all they do. They just send it to me. Mom, what am I supposed to elect this year?
Right.
And I'm just like, at what point do you not just figure it out? And I'm like, fine. I don't even argue. Here, elect this, move on with your life. Yeah.
I mean, employee benefits are complicated. So the goal is to help simplify it, help them and guide them to make those better choices.
Absolutely.
Exactly right. Yep.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's interesting from a generational perspective. Like, Gen Xers like us, like we're latchkey kids, so we figured out how to get information. Like it's just how we grew up. So it would never occur to me to think like that. But our kids are exactly the same way. And so part of crafting enrollment capabilities for Guardian, it's like you want to solve for the people that don't want help at all. You still have to provide them help because it's complicated. You also have to solve for the folks inclined to call mom, and what if mom doesn't know the answer because of a different industry.
Yeah That's the latchkey kids. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I was proudly, yes.
Yep. I had 1 foot in each camp, 1 foot in Gen X and 1 foot in millennial, because I'm like in that sweet mid 80s range.
Okay.
Me too, Holly.
Mid 80s baby. So I get both worlds.
I think I call it Zennials.
Yeah, Exennials.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow.
The
That's
Oregon Trail
amazing.
generation.
Yes, definitely.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time today. That's the end of the time for our
Absolutely.
podcast. But Maisha and Sarah, it really has been wonderful to have you kind of represent what Guardian's got going on and to share more about the elite partnership that we have with you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for
Absolutely.
your partnership with us.
And
Now, to the
thank you.
listener, yeah, absolutely. To the listener of this podcast, if you are an employer looking for an HR technology solution, whether it be payroll, Ben admin, time and attendance, HRIS, HCM systems, or even a year-round one-on-one enrollment support, we have solutions that will fit your culture and your budget, including wonderful partners like Guardian. Our elite partners are making a difference in the HR tech world, and we're here for it. So if you'd like more information about your services that you've heard today, please email us at btrprojects@bentechre.com and connect with our experts there. Thanks for viewing today's podcast and enjoy your day.